these maps. This is terrible. I did not like this one at all. And I do apologize if a dev is like seeing this, but like no. What were you doing?
Where would you rank it?
This is a D tier. This is definitely a D tier.
I'm gonna
No
go as
good
far
game.
as D. I'll say C tier. You have some decent fun with it, but you gotta bring some good armor for it because you're not gonna get through it without it.
Yeah.
So we sitting at a C or we sitting at a D?
Let's bring it down a notch. Let's bring it to D. Yeah.
Oh, fine. I'll make you feel better. Sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right.
No good game.
All gods burn. See, I had a good hopes for this mission. It was really fun. Especially seeing all the other officers breaching with all the places. Shit was going down in this level. However, this is when I started seeing a bit more of the bugs happen, especially when they hold somebody hostage at in a chokehold. Good to God, since I installed this game, I don't know what year it was, but since it got released on console, I would say they have not fixed that animation. You cannot do nothing to save that guy unless you bring like a flashbang. It's completely broken. We have a clip of that. Where would you rank it?
I would rank this in A tier. Yeah, I would rank this in A tier, and I would rank it up there simply because yes, the map is cool, and the intro and the beginning. You start off in the street, and everyone there's riots happening behind you. There's this people going around back and forth, and one of the first five civilians people that you see, even as civilians, some of them I think are bad guys shooting at you.
Yeah,
There's
some are
like
just
a
recording. They're
guy,
like they're acting crazy.
yeah,
They're purposely trying to cause up mayhem. That's
that
really unique.
this S tier because he dug in his pocket a bit too fast, and I didn't like that. So yeah, this is S tier. I like that.
I did like us having to go downstairs and clear a whole other part. Wasn't it a bank?
Yeah, it was a bank and everything in there. A lot of money.
They didn't get
I
out of
could
it
pay
though
for my
because we were
school.
there. Nothing. Nah, you in debt for the rest of your life. All right, let's move on to the last
Probably.
mission. I'm sorry about that, sir. You'll be okay. Oh my God, a new America. What? How do we even start this mission off? Let's start with just a ranking. Where would you rank it before you even get into details? 'Cause this is my God.
D tier slop. That's what I'm
D
gonna call
tier
it.
slop. You would say that? Is that from actually peeing
It
or is that
is.
your feelings?
No, my feelings is like, this is like the beginning of the chum bucket, but slop is
Wow.
it's, it's the difficulty's there, but now there's too much difficulty to where there's not an understanding at the end. You'll get what I mean. I'm not gonna spoil, or maybe he will. But D
Maybe
tier
I
is my
will.
ranking.
I'm gonna see. I'll
Let's
try to do
hear it.
half and half. Yeah. My ranking is a very respectable. Because if you say D, then it has to be a C. Because I'll say it's a very respectable B tier. There's just some elements of this level that's is just, especially towards the end. I'll give it its flowers. That's why I don't think it's a D. I don't think it's why it's a C. I think it's a B. How so many of the elements, fire alarms. You gotta get the key card. You gotta hack open the security doors. You can turn off the power. You can, well, you had to by requirement if you want to get a good score is get like the signal jammer kind of thing. But I would say there's multiple times throughout the level, so you could tell when something loads because it does like a little freeze buffer. That happens for the host and anybody else in the game. So I can imagine
Yes.
if you have no connection, good God, your game probably crash in this level, especially with the fire alarms, water gets on your screen, right? How's your connection during the whole entire thing?
It was buggy. There was not even kind of the bugs on this level. It really shined its colors. It's a highlighter in a dictionary book on a word that's in bold. Doing for nothing. The guy was perfectly. I can perfectly describe him. He walked through the wall. Oh, my bad. That's an improper sentence. But he walked through the wall. My
Yeah,
bad.
there's a lot of
Mm-mm.
collision
He
issues with
walked
yeah,
through
people
the
spawning.
wall.
I know, right? This is like the most ambitious level they ever made, but the least play tested, I would say. Like they put all their like their resources into the level, but then no one like sat down and actually tried it, especially towards the end. I'll say one thing to not spoil it as much. You got to stop somebody from doing something devious, and if he's ever hurt at all, it doesn't it you lose basically. However, even if you do everything right, for some reason, it's a chance that you will still fail the mission. Just be warned, it's going to be hard to get to the end, and when you're at the end, you may not even succeed over just game mechanics. Who the hell knows? Maybe the devs ain't place test the thing hard enough. I would say B. He would say D. So it's a C.
It's a C.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's ready or
let's.
not. Are you satisfied with
Yeah,
the
that's a.
rankings
Yes, let's get a general review, like a good 1 through 5 stars.
of the game in general?
Where would you put this game on, like, one being lowest, five being the highest,
I think I'll do it more of a 1 through 10 kind of thing.
or 1 through 10? Yeah.
Um, ready or not, contradiction with the kind of okay. What if someone brand new bought this game? Uh, 7. I don't think it's a bad game. If with no single player, 6.5 with friends like 7.9. I would say
Everything's better with friends.
everything is better with friends.
That I said that a little bit creepy, but
You creepy
if I
guy.
gave, I am. But in, I'd say in this game, I'd say it's a good 5. I think it's a 5. Yeah, a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And I've said many reasons why, but I did give its praises on missions. But I do think if I was to recommend someone, I'd say play these certain missions, give them a list,
Mhm.
and then I'll tell them you can drop the game if you want to. Get your money back.
I would say skip all the detailed missions.
Yes, that
Do
as
yourself
well.
a favor. Just don't play those missions, and you have a good time. All right. Would you like to close
With
out?
that one being said, take it easy, take your time. It's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. I'm
Mhm.
Kion. This is you can. This
Lotus,
is
I'll say
Lotus.
thank you. Thank you
Yep.
for watching. I hope you stick around for the channel for any other uploads. Have a good day.
See you on the next episode. Bye
See ya.
bye.